Hello viewers, and welcome back to Allayi on Endless. The Specter of War is once again at the door. And by the way, we're gonna reload the last turn's autosave. I just wanted to show you this real quick. Look at this! As soon as I loaded the game up, this guy moved from the spot he was in over to here. So that confirms that yes, indeed, when you load a game, all of the AI's units have all of their movement points back. Because this guy had already moved up to our border during turn 46 during the last video, and then reloading gave him his full complement of move back. So we're gonna load the turn 46 autosave here so that that guy doesn't get a double move, because it actually might matter quite a bit. We need to make sure that our units are reasonably complete. Our army is reasonably complete. It's also, we have to make sure that we upgrade the heroes. You know, I'm a YouTuber. I'm already thinking about the next thing, right? We got to make sure that we upgrade the heroes in Zigor and Tykest. Yeah, so that happened. This happened, right? We retreat that Seeker. We have to move him again. What we have to do with him as we did with him before. I guess we might actually end up getting a different quest this way, huh? It's not really the goal. Give them 100 dust. I don't want to do that right now. Yeah, let's just head over here. This is what we're going to do. I don't want to give them 100 dust because, like I said, we're retrofitting 2 heroes, so... Let us make sure our heroes are reasonably ready to fight. They don't have to be totally outfitted. We'll give them non-strategic gear. 53, okay. And Tykest Governor. We have to remember after the battle that this guy potentially needs to be healed manually because they don't, Broken Lords don't heal automatically. Do you want to give him a big sword instead of a shield? We're fighting an army that's made up of Driders, which don't do a lot of damage, but their damage is ranged, and having sharp sense will be useful. Okay. Well, our cities are ready for combat. It's going to take him 1 turn. This army just has a movement speed of 4. So it's going to take them 1 turn to... Let me turn the borders on. To move to, like, here, and then another turn to move in, and in that time we'll get 1 more monk finished. So by preventing him from taking a cheaty double move for having 1 more unit completed in time for the battle, I'd say it probably matters. Also, out of curiosity, what's it cost to buy one of these guys? 541. Oh, that's right. We were going to have enough to buy out the 4th unit, except that I spent some now. Well, oh well. That 4th unit is not going to be a vital part of our defense anyway, obviously. Is there anything else we want to do? Do we want to do anything crazy here? It looks like somebody else prayed to change the winter effect, which I'm okay with. I actually don't... I like this one very little. I would like this to not be the thing. But I'm certainly not spending 25 pearls on prayer. And as long as it's not this, I'm willing to accept it. Okay, what are we doing? We're hitting end turn, I guess. We do want to pick up armor tech at some point. Not for the armor, but for the talismans. Our hero would love a talisman. Oh. Purple is attacking our Skyfin. Right. I moved that Skyfin back to get more wine because I was being cheeky. He's got to actually leave now. He won't survive another retreat. And you get to go and explore. See new worlds. Talk to new people. Maybe get murdered by them. Could happen. Ooh, this is one I've never seen before. Retrieve an object that is entombed on the other side of the sea. Cross the sea and search the unspoiled ruins located in a region called Barians to receive Wolfbane the Shepherd, which we have no use for. But also, presumably there will be another step. We, come back to them and they'll be pacified. It's worth noting, I haven't had the opportunity to do it yet, but eyeless ones just straight up give you approval. 5 approval per village when assimilated. So that's something to think about. We probably want to remember to mash the button as soon as the next turn starts so that guy doesn't get attacked. He would survive the retreat, but it would take him to very, very little health. Do I want to move the hero? I don't think so. Is this the best thing Tychus could be doing, building this Garth? Yeah, probably. So let's have a quick look at exactly what's coming at us. This Marine has 93 attack, 83 damage. That's way better than our units. We do have 83 defense, so he's at least not guaranteed to get damage and a half all of the time. But he has 55 defense compared to our 56 attack, so we're going to be doing, you know, basically reasonable damage to him. And remember, we're shifters, so we have some... our monks have that shifting rage, which is nice. And then the Driders are less impressive, right? 25 attack, 48 damage. Yeah, these Driders are mostly going to be used for healing each other. Even with improved damage, too, they only have 48 damage. That's what we have, right? Roughly? 53? Yeah. By the way, the fact that they have improved damage, too, means that this player had enough titanium, I think, to research armor tech and then put titanium trinkets on everybody. And remember that the trinkets actually have a relatively high cost. So he has armor tech, tier 2 armor, and then this probably represents like 100 titanium. It's completely crazy. I think we just wait. Doesn't feel like a great plan, but I think all of our cities are doing the things they need to be doing right now. I'm really glad we built this megapole, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to pump this army out nearly as quickly. Alright, we already clicked move. Let's... new army, merge. Looks like they're going for the capital, actually. That's a strange choice. So this guy, like I said, I think we're going up the middle tree, and we'll just poke out and grab Zealous Hands. Because I think, well... no, we go up this way, we get Zealous Hands earlier. Like I said last time, these 4 skills are all basically garbage for a governor. Indiana Bones is real weak, no matter who you are. And Fast Healer is pretty bad. It's at least considerable if your hero is Broken Lord, because it does reduce the cost of healing. But then this is totally fine for a governor. This is a great skill. This is a wonderful skill. And obviously, Cold Operator is good. So the question is, do we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I think getting to Cold Operator faster is going to outweigh the fortification. Neither path is fantastic. So we don't... he's put himself in a position where we can just attack him, but we don't, right? We make them come to us. I think I probably don't want my hero's army to be stuck inside the border of the city, though. If he decides to set up siege next turn, and if it looks like he's trying to go to Varys, then we kill him. Because if he attacked Varys, he'd be out of range of Zighor's militia. But that's a remarkably not aggressive set of moves there. I'm a little confused. Oh, right, their borders are closed to us. What about the other army? I have another army. Oh no, it doesn't have any moves, right? It embarked. But hey, at least it embarked. Alright, so we want to finish making our cities great as soon as we can. We want to really push for this. And it would be nice if we didn't have to derail that goal just for the sake of this war. Okay. He was trying to get us to leave the city so he could attack us without having to worry about the fortifications, I guess. Orus. Do we know where that is? I don't think we do. I feel like I would remember seeing that name. Obviously, there's a pretty small list of names for the regions, and you see the same ones over and over again. We've seen Freyheim a bunch. We've seen Garant a lot. I don't know that I've ever seen Orus. Kwaeng comes up a lot. That's just randomness. I'm sure Kwaeng doesn't come up a lot for everybody. So let's take care of all the other things that we have to do in our empire real quick. Let's get an eye on this region over here. So pretty good. This is a nice island. Yeah, we might just go to sea for the rest of our empire. I don't really want to settle Freyheim, given its weird shape. And Ildlia is both weirdly shaped and small and not very good. It's not really a both. I said three things there. Okay, we're reasonably well equipped for this fight. Let's see if we get slaughtered. If we get slaughtered, I'm going to be very, very grim about our prospects. So this guy's a range of 3. We have to make sure that nobody is within range of him up there, because he needs to move away from that cliff and down toward the rest of us. We will... The number one way we could lose this battle is letting that Marine pick away at us for free. He has to come out where we can hit him. This terrain is actually very advantageous for them. Oh, never mind. Right, our units are flying. We could just fly up the cliff and punch them in the mouth. Unfortunately, we only move 3 spaces a turn. So actually, right here, he's first. So if he has no targets, he'll move to here. Yeah, you know what? Let's just play back. Let's just play way back, make them come to us. We have a massive numbers advantage if we can actually let all of our units stream in slowly. So let's just do that. Let's just let all of our units stream in slowly. The curse of the broken Allayi hero AI. I mean, that's actually the right move in this case. These guys have 2 move, 3 range. So actually, if everybody stays roughly where they are, we're not going to get hit. You chill. You ignore that thing I just said. This is what you want to do. Okay. So we just have a couple of units move off of the reinforcement panels. Everybody else stays put. We'll let the Driders come to us. Solid heal. The cocoon is supposed to stun, and you see the stun thing appear sometimes, but it often... I've never actually seen it stun the unit that it's used on. I think that it might be broken. Alright. Let's get aggressive. Let's actually change their attitudes. Make sure that if their orders can't be processed, they will attack. And just move on that guy. Do whatever you have to do to move on that guy. Everybody else can focus on close Striders. We'll have some militia break off. Yeah, this seems like a fine set of orders. Alright, so we only have to endure 1 turn of being shot at by this guy, and we'll get to hit him back right away. That's good. I think that is likely to lead to a very good place. Now, the Driders have Sweep Strike back, which you just saw there. So we do have to... we don't have to be careful because their damage is so low, but we want to be a little bit smart in the way we engage them so that we don't take too much extra damage. We don't have to let them give us a ton of bonus damage all the time, right? Yeah, keep charging. You guys have got it. Alright, and now we have the archers under control. They're not getting to choose their target, which is good for us. Although we're not really doing that much damage to them. We are, it's worth noting, fighting in light form. We will be fighting in dark form next turn. And the monks are much, much more dangerous in dark form. Yeah, the Driders have such low attack that they're failing to get through our armor a lot, which is nice. It's nice to be on this side of that for a change. Oh, the initiative order changed because our guys lost some morale by spreading out. Well, try to focus on the injured ones. His morale is a little screwed up now, so he won't be hitting that hard. Yeah, he only got us for half there. And this should kill him. Flying units are so good. That's definitely not the target I would have chosen for them to attack, but obviously we had them all targeted on the archer just in case something went wrong. So we're going to eat a whole army of reds and take, it looks like probably one casualty. We'll lose this monk, I think. That's actually avoidable. We could just have him fly out. We don't need him to stay in. Yeah, I'll have him fly out next turn. Keep him around. It's a lot cheaper to wait for him to heal than it is to rebuild him. And we have initiative advantage for a change because these are relatively unupgraded troops we're fighting, and we have glass steel weaponry, which helps. Oh, and I wasn't even thinking about it, although I definitely should have been, but I accidentally moved him adjacent to a hero to get healed for a small amount when the attack happened, so that was cool. There is some possibility that we won't actually kill the last Strider, because we only have one turn left, and our damage output has not been completely spectacular so far. Go here. Get healed as much as possible. Oh, he doesn't go before this hero, right? Because this hero has a glass steel weapon. But this one has to fire. Hell yeah, 9 health. Okay, so we got it. Red severely overestimated their ability to screw with us there. So now the question becomes one of retaliation. It's important to remember, of course, that we won that because of superior numbers and defensive positioning, that we won't necessarily automatically conquer him when we go march off to war. But, that said, I feel like we have a chance. We do have to build more troops. We have to get a full army of 6 going, for sure. I think we're just going to have our army stay put, heal up as much as they can. This monk needs a little bit of love. We conceivably could actually take a red city. We have a pretty tight defensive cluster here, and any red city we take would be well outside of that, so I have to think about it a little bit. But we can see that these red cities have advanced resources already being extracted. I don't know how this works. If I take over Rouster, do I have Palladian income? Even though I don't know how to do that yet? Or will that extractor not work? Or will it even disappear? I honestly don't know. These necrophages are still not really in a position to declare war on anybody, which makes me nervous because I think we're going to be first contact. I guess if we took a red city, it would be Antab, because we can maybe let red still function as a bulwark. Although, there's something to be said for not being the second person the necrophage fights, because he'll be so strong after eating the first people. Alright. We are 5 technologies out of Era 3. We need a lot of things. We're doing really well on Dust this game, so Prisoners, Slaves, and Volunteers is actually going to be really good, but I think we should take this right now. We're out of stuff that's directly combat relevant. Armor tech is not useful for us yet, even though I do want those talismans, because we simply couldn't afford to make any of them. I could pick this up, get defensive wards, or even citizen armies. Plus XP on units is nice. Level affects all of the unit's stats. I think we should get this, though. Let's try to keep our happiness in a good place. Remember, we don't actually have permanent access to wine. Oh yeah, we should get this done. That should happen. first of all, we could use the dust, and secondly, we want to get that Band of Merriment quest to fire as soon as possible. It would probably be worth it to pick up another assimilation slot and assimilate those eyeless ones. So we do want to keep expanding, but we have to be careful about how we do it. The museum helps. Alright, I think all of our cities are doing what they ought to be doing. Ooh, wow, look at that. 10 pearls just straight up spawned on our doorstep. Oh. Wow, that happened really quickly. Okay. Can you make 2 dredges real fast? No, not real fast, apparently. But yes, dredges. Good. It looks like our dust output is robust enough that the winter hasn't hurt us too badly. How quickly can we get these done? 4 turns, so we have to give up all of our dust income? I think I'm fine with it. We'll take a little bit of a hit, but we'll get the Band of Merriment unlocked quickly. So let's see. I should be able to... If I get lucky with some dust here, I could buy out a monk early. Speed up our attack. Obviously, the longer we wait to counterattack, the less effective the counterattack is going to be. Did I get a quest from them? I'm so spacey. I totally forgot. Yes, the other side of the seas, right. Barians. Alright, let's swing through a pearl deposit and keep heading east. This is neat, though, this little cluster of islands. Try to get both of those. I don't know how many regions we need. Honestly, it might be that 5 or 6 regions is totally fine if I just don't stop upgrading the cities. So let's make sure we get these pearls, all of these beautiful pearls. We had 17 pearls spawn adjacent to our cities. That's beautiful. And then another 7 over here. I don't know that I want to sweep my army out that way necessarily, but... So we can rush... We can rush one from mostly done to completely done. Would it be worth it to buy a sewer instead? It would put the city up to happy and increase our outputs by 15%. Yeah, let's go ahead. It only costs 83 dust because of our wonderful, wonderful empire plan. That's what I wanted. I wanted to use this dust for infrastructure, not for buying military units. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Somebody commented, by the way, that I should be upgrading my Skyfins with the increased movement speed talisman. And, you know, now that they've said it, it seems so obvious. Of course we should be doing that. I don't know how that never occurred to me before, frankly. Alright, it looks like we might just sit on our pearl stockpile to do this instead of trying to raise the altar because Zikhor is busy right now. Although, I guess building Garths here is probably pretty fast. The first Garth would probably be 1 turn. Oh, cool. I totally forgot about that. Varys has run out of basic infrastructure. In that case, build me a dredge. And you guys cannot build that second dredge and can get back to the thing you were doing. Actually, there's no particular reason for us to rush it. Yeah. So in 3 turns, we'll have, okay, here's the other side of the continent. Man, it is crazy how quickly the AI get the advanced, advanced resource tax. Alright, so we have a lot of pearls now. 129. What does it cost to build Garths here? Would they be 10 and 14, I think, is the second one? Well, let's not do it now. Let's finish the monks. Go ahead and pop this guy out. So we'll be able to buy a significant portion of this monk off. We'll probably be able to speed him up by 2 turns. And then once I have a full army of 6 monks, I think we just gotta go for it. I'm not gonna go get those pearls. Unless... Is Red interested in a truce? No. Okay. I would have considered. I don't know that I would have jumped on it, but I would have considered it at least. So we'll get the Rise of Origa just by having pearls. Alright, yes. Pushing the city up to happy sped the monk production up again. Are they bringing an army that's mostly Marines? Nope, just a couple. Do I want to get aggressive and push those guys? Let's be in a position where we could attack them if we wanted to next turn. Because I don't know if they're planning to group that army up with some others. Oh, hold on a second. No, never mind. I thought I saw something. Thought I saw some things that were not actually there. Wait, is this another island? Yeah, we're not quite at the north edge of the world. Man, maybe we get 3 islands. That'd be neat. I don't think I've ever seen a map with these map settings generate 3 usable islands before. Yep, that sure is a usable island. Cool. I want to say something real quick, sparked by the way I just heard myself say cool. I really like this game. I've played a lot of hours of this game at this point, and man, I am still having so much fun all the time. Alright, so do I want to wait for them to approach, or do I just want to go get them? They have, it's the same Driner 4 and Marine 5 that we saw before, except that there's significantly fewer of them. I don't see any armies in reinforcement range. I don't want to wait, because what if another army shows up, right? Yeah, I think we go for it. You can level up the museum here. I think we go for it. They're as weak now as they're ever going to be. We're not in range of Zighor, but we are still in range of Tykest. Yeah, they've got backup coming. We should get them now. Get them now before the backup can show up. That's kind of what I figured. When you retreat, you get a little bit of movement for free that you can use to move away. The AI rarely uses it. So we're going to rush them at the start of the next turn and try to kill them before they can retreat at all. Hey, it's Orus. Ooh, 20 gold. Nice. And there's that Guardian. Let's say hello to these... what do you call it? Dogeshi. Have the Seeker roll up this side of the island. I'm not actually going to have him make landfall. Yeah, 3 usable islands. That's really cool. So we're gonna mash attack on these guys. Oh, good call, game. Probably open pit mine should be a thing we get now that we have a region. We have 2 regions with gold deposits in them. We should probably like take advantage of that. And also just use the gold deposit that we have available to, or the gold that we just found in that ruin. Plus 90 during the winter. Very encouraging. So prisoners, slaves, and volunteers is awesome for us, but let's get this going first. Our tech research times are looking a lot more reasonable now that we've got some libraries. Literacy helps. Come on. Murder before their backup gets in range. Ready. I don't like this at all. Blue guy's probing for weaknesses. Out of curiosity. Alright. So now how do we want to position ourselves here? This is almost certainly wrong. We probably want to be on the offensive. He's got range 3, so he still has to move. He'll move to here. Right, yeah. And then we'll kill him. We'll just kill him. You should start further back. You can come in the second wave. I wish there was a way to box select units. Or just some equivalent, something that would let me go, hey, everybody, attack this guy. Because I feel like this is something I do a lot. Where I'm clicking all of my units onto a single target. Oh, I stood my hero too far forward. I was not thinking. That was silly. I didn't need to take damage there. Although I guess better on the hero than on one of the monks. Because the hero's death is a lot less meaningful. Quote-unquote death. Yeah, monks are so good in the winter. Really, really effective units. 126. Okay. Alright, here comes the real army, though. Oh, he wasn't moving into scout for weaknesses. He was taking my pearl deposit. What a jerk. Alright, so you get in the garrison. You... Man, it's going to take... Really? Really? It's going to take you 4 turns to get into this garrison? You... So what do we have here? All Driders, but a hero with 168 attack and 80 damage. That's a very powerful hero. Freaking Techno Lover, man. This Techno Lover is some powerful stuff. Alright, let's parlay with one of these villages. Oh, this island has gold. It has 3 gold deposits. That's cool. Ensure that at least you have a unit of at least 4 of the 5 existing unit classes. Ooh. Seekers are cavalry. Monks are flying. We have infantry from the dredges. So the other 2 are support and ranged. Neither of which we natively have access to, I think. Or, I mean, I think the Skyfin is support. Right? Yeah. But you can't put him in a garrison because of solitary. At least I think that's true. I guess I don't actually know that. It would certainly be easier to pacify these guys by fulfilling their thing than by coming over here and burning down all their villages. We just kind of don't have the time, you know? So this city needs to expand as well. We need to start building garths. Is that better than building a central market? No, I don't think so. Oh, we need to settle again after that. So do we take a Tayu? Do we go straight for Orus? We might have to pacify these guys with violence, because I just don't know that we have time to figure out the other thing. We'd have to get... I mean, if we pacified the eyeless ones on a Tayu and assimilated them, the eyeless ones are support units, and that would allow us to be able to build 4 of the unit classes. Yeah, maybe we do go for a Tayu first for that reason, and also because it has plus 15 approval from villages. Yeah, that seems feasible. That seems like a good way to do things. So after Varys produces its market, we might have it make a settler and head out. This is going to be a challenge, though, dealing with this hero. The Driders themselves are not dangerous. Oh, these Driders actually have a lot more damage. This hero must have improved army damage. Yeah, army damage boost 1. And these Driders are 54, which is a lot more impressive. This guy's 59. Look at you having an extra level. All their guys are level 3 and 4. Our guys are all level 2. Because your units get +1 level for each age that you've completed. So when you complete guys and you have age 1 finished, you make level 2 guys. The reason they're all level 3 and 4 is because they're in at least age 3, we know from their extractors. I think I'm actually going to have this army fall back a little bit. I'd like to make them engage with the city, if possible. I'm glad we went and picked those 3 guys off, though. That's going to be very, very meaningful. Uh-oh. Purple closes borders. Pink closes borders. The Vaulters got the thing. We completed a quest. In Endiger, there are some Hernas, and we gotta talk to them for our faction quest. Endiger. Hernas. Got it. We got 20 Adamantian and the Blessings of the Mother, which is cool. Capital needs to be building things. It could be building Garths. Actually, let's hold on. We may have to have it build military units. Have I done everything else I want to do? I like to process battles as late in the turn as possible. Let's have him check over the north side of the island. Looking for really big pearl deposits. I don't like to veer off course too much for like 2s and 3s. Those can get cleaned up later. And in fact, it can be very efficient to clean those up later. So we were looking for a region called what to pacify those guys? Barians. So I assume it's going to be on one of the coasts. Barians is not one of their regions, so it's going to be on this side. Let's see if we can find it. It would be cool to have these guys pacified already when the settler gets there. Where is the next tech that lets me have an extra slot? Is it... Do we have it now? We do. Okay. The native district. Alright, I think that's it. I think that's everything. So, time for a battle. Now, they're attacking the city, while it still has 100 points of fortification. So remember, we have 100 points of fortification on all of our units. Oh no. We should be able to win this one. If we lose this one, we definitely don't deserve to be playing on Endless, I'll say that. So we want to have all of our units stand pretty far back. Where's the... I see one flag here. Okay, the second one is here. Now, part of the key here is going to be manipulating this hero's range. Notice this hero has a two-handed bow, and that color indicates Palladian. So that's why we're seeing 168-80. We're going to take a lot of damage from this hero's attacks. We have to be very careful. You cannot reach anybody now, and you have 2 speed, and you started on a cliff. So the first thing the hero's going to do is move to here. Next turn might be here. So it's going to be a little while before she can actually do anything of value. Who's the first rider? The first rider is this one, moves to here. The second rider is this one, moves to here. This guy is our focus. If we can keep space between... If we can do damage to this army while keeping space between us and this hero, neutralize her for like 3 or 4 turns just from raw distance, and then as soon as she gets in range, we'll have to eat an attack probably, but we just descend on her with the monks. I think that's the way we want to do it. So everybody target... Yeah, target one of these 2, I think. Alright, here we go. Oh, why did I think you couldn't just move there? Okay, yeah, so she ends up here, and then here next turn and is in range to do damage. So it looks like we're actually going to have to turn on her next turn. We're not going to get time to mess with the Driders very much. Oh! Except that Drider totally blocked her. No, she still ends up here. This is... Never mind. She ends up here. Range 3 doesn't quite have distance on us. It's going to take kind of a long time for our good troops to show up, though. Right, we have no monks in yet. Alright, she goes first. So I think I'm going to change everybody's targeting to head this way. So that we will, do I want to change everybody's heading? You guys go for him. Oh, right. Valter's ranged heroes have 4 range, not 3. I forgot about that. She actually totally does get to attack us this turn. And it hurt! It did. It did a lot of damage. City governors who die in combat do actually die and have to be repurchased. So we'd like it if we didn't lose our governor here. We have the dust to just buy her back, but obviously it would be a lot better if we didn't have to. You focus here. Finally got monks coming in. This dredge, actually, it would be a lot better if you didn't participate in combat. I'd very much prefer it if you would just run and hide. Oof, 119. Ouch. The monks are coming though. They will not be held back for long by the trees. She actually has pretty good defense too. She is by far the best unit in their army. Hugely so. But she's going to have to start enduring more attacks. And it looks like we're about to actually kill a Drider or two. Alright, so you need to make sure you attack from up here so you're not consuming a space somebody else could use. You guys are all focused on her. She is the only thing that matters in this fight. If we kill her and we don't kill the army, she doesn't actually die, right? She goes into last stand mode. But that means that we can bring her down with a single attack at the beginning of the next battle, which is going to happen. And I think that's the place I'd like to be in. 0 damage, man. He's even using a tier 2 weapon and everything. It's not a good tier 2 weapon. Get her, militia! Ah, they're doing better than the hero. And of course, they're bleeding Driders left and right, but that's because Driders are terrible. That's really all that's about. Alright, turn 5. We've definitely got her. So we need to start in on these guys who are far away. If we want to have a chance of actually cleaning this army out, we have to get a move on toward the difficult-to-reach enemies. Alright, nicely done. Because it's not impossible that we could finish this in these turns. Our monks are pretty powerful. And we have a real army now, so if we win this battle, we can start marching on one of their cities. Ooh, nice. There we go, he's redeeming himself a little bit. Yeah, I think we're going to do it. I think we actually are going to clear them all the way out. Because we have a couple of ranged heroes and 4 monks who can fly over here and get stuff done. Let's make sure this guy attacks from this side so as not to take up a slot that another unit could be using. So what did we lose here? 1 militia, I think? Oh, and a hero. We lost the hero governing Varys. Or were they in Varys? They might have been in our capital. Yeah. It was the hero from our capital. Or no, I guess they do last stand as long as some of their militia survives. I thought they actually died. Okay, so we lost nothing? Huh. Well, that went well. That went, like, pretty well. Alright, let's finish our triangle here real quick. And then we're probably going to actually build the capital out more at some point, but we want to make sure we have reasonable garths up in all of our other cities. Yeah, it's full army of units in pretty good health. I think maybe it's time to start moving on top. One of the other things I like about attacking on top over attacking Rouster is if Pink decides that our army leaving is a good invitation, we can potentially intercept from on top a lot easier than we could just get home from Rouster. It's like, this is the best way, just follow the road. Okay. Ooh, what do you have? Telson Warlock 4 with 87 attack and 76 damage. Okay, so not too developed. On top as a region is a little bit more dangerous for us in the sense of angering Pink. But it's also, if we end up at war with Pink, I'd much rather have on top than Rouster, because obviously it's not able to contribute to that war. And I think we are going to end up fighting Pink. They seem to be threatening us. Maybe I'm misreading that, but it seems to me like the AI is signaling that it's going to be aggressive. Alright, so we're building expansions to all of our cities, which is what good Allayi players must do, I think. I'm still not sure after all this time. I think I'm just going to end it right here. Come back next time. We're turning this into an offensive war. We're going to take back for all of those times that we got stomped on, you know, in the very recent past. And we'll see you then.